Brad Trost, Member of Parliament, Saskatoon University. I've got a private member's bill to privatize the CBC. Why would anyone do that, you're asking? Well, the year is 2016 and we have about 1 million different channels of TV that we can watch on the internet, and it's time for a change. People want choice, people want variety, and the voices of Canadians is not done or paid for by one institution that gets $1.2 billion of taxpayer money. It's done by Canadians in their basements, on their streets, broadcasting through the internet, putting out information throughout the whole country. So instead of spending $1.2 billion on the CBC, we could be spending it on other things. The other issue, I think, with the CBC is whether it means to or not, it picks sides on debates. You have to if you're going to be interesting, you're going to be provocative. I like Rex Murphy, often agree with his commentary, but should his commentary be paid for by the government? Or should he be paid for out of a private fund somewhere? Because when it's paid for by the government, it's paid for by people who disagree with them. The same with all the journalism and reporting on the CBC. It's not truly public in that sense. It's a state broadcaster, not a public broadcaster. So I think the money could go to something better. I think with modern technology we have a plethora of Canadian voices. We're not in an era before the internet where we just had one daily newspaper in every community and 2 TV stations. We've got a million voices, and Canadians can be heard. And they don't need a big subsidy to do it. So privatize the CBC, put the money into some other place, savings for taxpayers. I've got a few things like end-of-life care that I think should be funded. Our armed forces is always deficient of equipment. Things that are services for all Canadians, not just for the few who enjoy certain CBC programs, which again, while they may be very good, should be paid for by the people who consume them. So that's my view as to why we need to privatize the CBC. Loved Hockey Night in Canada over the years, but all things must change. Thank you very much for listening.